Hi everyone, it's Cathie Allan with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine, sharing with you another technique taster. Today I'm going to be sharing this very unique background that I have created for this. I'm going to call it screen divider card. When you stand it up, it does look like a screen divider. It is a birthday card for one of my daughters. And we're going to do this beautiful panel that I've attached to my screen divider. I'm going to set that aside, and you can see I'm using my Cathie Allan Position-it. To begin with, and to save time, I inked my Impression Obsession gorgeous wildflower stamp with the lime segment from my pedal point from Clearsnap. What I've done is I've inked it, and then with the acrylic sheet in the center here, pulled tightly into the corner, I stamped my cling stamp onto the clear acrylic sheet. So I can use that for positioning. I have my panel that fits on my screen divider card here, and it is adhered to the background paper with the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L repositionable tape. And what that allows me to do is slide my panel that is going to fit on my screen card, and I get to position my background exactly as I want to see it. Then I will simply use some removable tape to secure the background paper to my board. And now what we'll do is we're going to take, I'll show you here, I'm going to be sliding back and forth because when you've got the Position-it open and you're using a cling stamp, it's a little bit wider than our camera screen. Stamp it onto my background, like so. What I'm going to do is I've created a mask for my image, and instead of masking the paper, we're actually going to mask the stamp here because I want to be very selective of where I add my ink. So you can see close is good here. I'm going to mask out what I don't want to ink, and now I'm going to use the royal blue segment to ink my stamp. There you go. So that is ready to go. I'm going to remove the mask and either use, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife, but you could use tweezers, remove that tiny little piece that I have. And this is ready to stamp. Now, pigment ink stays wet for a long time, so I do not have to panic and stamp that because I want to do something else to this background before I stamp the next color. I actually want to pull the color from the background out, radiating it out all around the image, which of course was Impression Obsession, and pulling it out to the edges. So rather than having that harsh edge, we're going to just soften it. There we go. I am going to move this. As you can see, we've got it all inked where we want it, and we're going to close the handle, and we're only going to add the royal blue color to the bottom part of that image. Ooh, so cool! I love it when something works out. And now, rather again than have those harsh edges, pardon me, I'm simply going to pull very gently using my stylus that also has a little bit of top boss on it. There you go. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more stamping onto this, but first I want to dry that ink. And the cool thing about this board is that it is heat resistant. I've got a Teflon sheet in here that is a non-stick heat resistant mat. Put a scrap piece of paper over top. Grab your handy dandy iron and just iron gently. Love that I can iron on my board. That's so cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another gorgeous image from Impression Obsession, And using a chestnut color from Clearsnap, I am going to take this beautiful floral image and just add a little bit of fun here, there, and everywhere. Don't do it all, and I like to think odd numbers. What you've created is the background that I have used on this great card. I have one more little thing to show you. I'm just going to move everything out of the way. You can also create new colors right on your paper. So what I'm going to do is combine two. I am going to use my stylus from Clearsnap to pick up some of the color from the lime green section. I'm going to apply that to one of my embellishments that I'm going to use to decorate my card. And then right after, I'm going to apply the royal blue over top. Isn't that amazing how the two colors will mix like oil paint right on the cardstock, giving you a very unique color. This is how I altered the background for my card, and of course the elements that I have up at the top. So there's a couple of fun ideas for you to try. Create yourself a screen divider card, use some pictures from somebody you love, and give them something that they're going to treasure for the rest of their lives. Happy day!